Now, if we jump forward to say 2030, 2035, what are we looking at that point?
All right, so we're a decade into the idea of open contact, roughly. I think by then we're going to see large changes from the involvement of extraterrestrials in our medicine, in our technology, things like that. We're going to see more technologies that are less polluting, electromagnetic technologies, electric technologies. We're going to have a better handle on how AI is going to integrate into our society in a more positive way. We're probably going to have more advanced genetic medicines that will correct a lot of different diseases by that time. Uh, we are probably going to see different forms of energy production coming to bear. We may know that extraterrestrials have allowed a few people, scientists and whatever, to actually be capable of being transported on their saucers, on their ships to different places to observe different, solar system phenomena and so on and so forth, and bring back information about that. So they may be willing to help transport some people a little bit more openly to different places like the moon and Mars, so on and so forth, so we can do our own research. Um, let's see. They are probably going to um, be working in different areas of the planet a little bit more openly and closely with different officials in different countries to talk about planetary management and stuff like that, how to benefit humanity as a whole, probably different techniques for growing food, so on and so forth. Maybe discussions of how to create a more global society may have begun at that point. Um, and just again, I'm getting used to the idea that they're here, that they're around. So again, you may be able to interact with the extraterrestrial hybrids more regularly by then. We may now and then be able to see pure extraterrestrials in public. Again, I'm not saying that they would necessarily be everywhere, but certainly we will see different events that they may be involved in on the news, on TV, and hear different reports about what's going on. Again, not every country is necessarily going to get on board right away. Many countries may take quite a while to get used to the idea because they're trying to, hold on to what they believe they need to do. And again, the extraterrestrials aren't going to force them to do anything. So, over time, when new generations come up in the next 10, 20 years, they'll be more likely to work with extraterrestrials more openly because they'll have been raised with the idea that extraterrestrials are, of course, here. So that won't be so foreign to them, and they won't be so scared about doing that or maintaining the status quo that we've maintained for thousands of years. So I think in about 10 years, we'll see quite a lot of differences. And in 20 years or so, I think we'll see massive differences. I think Bashar is called the decade between 2050 and 2060 the decade of dreams, which in his interpretation means we're just going to see things that, we would have in past times called miracles in terms of scientific advancement and what the extraterrestrials are offering us. Plus, again, they may even offer us different kinds of, I mean, for lack of a better term, different kinds of jobs than we have ever imagined before. People are afraid of losing their jobs to AI, but if extraterrestrials help us understand how to integrate AI into our society more even-handedly and more efficiently, they may also offer replacement jobs that we simply can't imagine yet. So there might be more opportunities that will come with the extraterrestrials for people to do and be trained to do other things that we can't even conceive of right now.